your favorite villain?
My favorite villain? I kind of like Diddy.
When people say I'm a troll, I say,
I don't know why you're saying I'm trolling people. I'm doing what you've conditioned me to do.
Damn, we got all and y'all want Diddy to come to my room. He ain't even brought no Ciroc. I don't want that old around me. He a old ass.
African champ.
Ain't no more team.
What the is Puffy doing?
50 Cent has sparked a new firestorm, flipping the story around Diddy and Burna Boy, and turning what seemed like a solid alliance into a whirlwind of suspicion and debate. His latest documentary drops a leaked video that exposes behind-the-scenes maneuvers, media strategies, and calculated moves that few knew about. What started with a single photo of the two stars looking united, once celebrated, now fuels intense questions about motives and authenticity. As Diddy's legal battles came to light, that image, and now the revealing video, took on new weight, igniting doubt and reshaping public perception. Admiration quickly turned to skepticism, with 50 Cent framing these visuals as the trigger for a shocking unraveling that no one saw coming.
I just want to say, I know a lot of people want to hear these stories and everything like that, because this is stuff that happened back in the day. And then maybe that if they knew there was going to ever be a YouTube, or they knew there was going to ever be social media, a lot of the stuff probably wouldn't have got played out like it did. But things happen, and these are just stories from the past. I would like to use that as, what you call that, just to clear the facts up what's going on. But it all started, we was in Atlanta. And this story starts when I'm with Puff, and he's in exotic bookstores, and he's doing shopping, right? He's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So, you know, this is the first time I was ever in an exotic bookstore with Puff. So, you know, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that, because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, you know, he got to go put it on the counter and, you know, show everybody what he's getting. So as he going, I'm just looking at the places where he picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side, and then he picked like quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there, and it said butt plugs. And I was like, hey, yo, I was messing with him. Because people don't understand, you know, we was like friends. He was a part of the same gang. So I'm still gonna tease him. I'm still gonna mess with him and everything like that. I could do that. It wasn't just no security thing. So I say, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said butt plugs. And he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you could do it by yourself, brother. And he started walking and everything like that. So when he got to, I just waited at the counter. So when he got to the counter, he didn't even have to show the guy nothing. He just gave the guy a wad of money. I mean, like he gave the guy a stack, something like this. And Puff wasn't the dude that carried no 20s and no 50s and nothing like that. And I mean, like, he just said, boom. And we walked out the store.
Burna Boy, a powerhouse in African music, and Diddy, a mogul famous for building and breaking empires, seemed destined to make history. Their work on Twice as Tall earned a Grammy and propelled Burna Boy to global superstardom. But beneath the acclaim, cracks quietly appeared, raising questions about whether their alliance was rooted in respect or calculated strategy. 50 Cent's analysis exposes that their partnership went far beyond music, navigating business, influence, and ambition. Where shifting power dynamics carried consequences few anticipated.
North Carolina for a show. You understand? And it was him, this rapper, Sarah, and this other girl. We all got on a G5 jet, and we flew to G4 jet, and we flew to North Carolina. So Later on that, I think that afternoon, same day, this rapper and him, they all in the room together. You know, it's Sarah, the girl, Puff, and this dude, this rapper. So I'm hearing at the door and stuff like that, like, yeah. So then next thing you know, somebody rang the doorbell. We had the presidential suite where we was at. So I opened the door and the dude said, yo, I'm here for my cousin. I said, who your cousin? And he said, Ja Rule. I said, well, he busy right now. He said, he busy doing what? I said, he with Puff, they're in the room, they busy, they don't want to be bothered. He said, well, I'm going in there. I said, bruh, you ain't going in there because he told me they don't want nobody to be bothering them. He was like, yo, I don't care, man, I'm going in there. That bull like that. I said, yo, bruh, Jesus Christ had to come down here and take the air out of my body before you get in that room right there. Watch. He tried to bum rush me. I grabbed his and threw him against the piano. When I threw him into the piano, Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked. And so then Ja was like, yo, what's going on? Yo, Gene, that's my cousin. He know me well, you know, and Puff was like, yo, Gene, what happened? I said, he tried to get in the room. I told him he couldn't get in the room. And he was like, he just looked, Puff looked at Ja. He said, yo, Ja said, you ain't want to go in that room because there's a lot of freaking going on. So I was like, oh, he said it was a lot of going on. So that was basically that story, man. You know what I'm saying? They went back in the room, dude felt a certain kind of way, and he left out. So I seen them at the concert the next day, and they tried to, you know, form up against me. But my man Frank was like, I told my man Frank, I was like, yo, Frank, put yourself in that position. Somebody trying to get in the room, and Ja told you don't let nobody get in the room. What would you do? Now, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, man, but you know I ain't taking no losses. He said, yo, you good, and that was it. Bro, when Ja said, you don't want to come up in there.
As rumors of a leaked tape spread, tension between Burna Boy and Diddy reached a breaking point. This wasn't just gossip, it was a spark in a powder keg. Whispers of secret deals, strategic moves, and hidden betrayals swirled, while Burna Boy stayed silent, letting speculation run wild. In today's social media storm, that quiet only deepened suspicion. 50 Cent reveals how Burna's refusal to respond didn't protect him. It magnified the drama, showing that once the public grabs the narrative, control of your own story can vanish in an instant.
That's crazy, bro. So now, you think certain politicians, you think certain actors, actress, they drink and smoke and we know they love pink cocaine. You know they got weed all in the air. They dropping ecstasy pills. They dropping some other kind of sexual pill. Man, do you think he ain't got nobody on tape, bruh? So now, can y'all go get those tapes? If he was blackmailing Cassie and Cassie's mother had to give him $20,000 for her tapes allegedly, you think he ain't bribing nobody else? Or people ain't worried about that that they gotta do business with him because they know what they did at the Diddy party? So those tapes was important. And the federal government, when they showed some of the stuff that was happening in there, you could see the jury cringing. So it was easy for them to come back.
Then came the diss track from Nigerian artist Speed Darlington, with Baby Oil targeting Burna Boy and dropping hints about Diddy's behind-the-scenes hand. What started as a playful jab quickly escalated when Speed's car was attacked in Lagos, and his mother's emotional plea for Burna to intervene only fueled the fire. 50 Cent breaks down how a single track, meant as music, exploded into real-world conflict. blurring the line between rumor and reality and sending the stakes soaring beyond anyone's expectations.
With those charges for the sex offenses, or the prostitution for selling and promoting prostitution, it was easy for them to come back with that. Listen to him. Y'all heard the same thing that I heard. When they raided his house, y'all saw the same thing I saw. They took computers, tapes. You think wasn't nothing on those tapes, y'all? You think they didn't log those tapes? Why did they, hold up. Yo, I just caught a jewel. They used the tape that Cassie sent them. That Cassie had. They used the tape that Cassie had that they showed to the jurors. Why do you think they didn't use the tape that they got from Diddy house? Because that would have them had to log that in. It would have been public record. And at one given time, when it's a public record out of this trial, you could go see it. You could go get those tapes, copies of those tapes, because it's public record.
Behind the scenes, Burna Boy scrambled to contain the chaos, with his legal team working overtime while he vented on Twitter. Every post meant to quiet the rumors only fueled them, as fans dissected his lyrics for hidden meaning tied to the leaks. What started as artistic expression quickly became ammunition, putting Burna's career under intense scrutiny. 50 Cent highlights how his own creativity turned into a double-edged sword, proving that in today's digital world, every word and move is magnified, and control is fleeting.
Do they take the massage oil with them when they go? No, they just walk out to people who are being arrested. If you ever seen a person getting arrested and the people being arrested in those brothel houses, do they take out the stuff in the brothel houses? No, they don't. They take the individuals who are being arrested out the brothel houses. For them to take 1,000 bottles of baby oil, it's like that they did not leave one. They left people there, but they ain't leave not one bottle. Nobody needed no baby oil. So my whole thing about it is that there was something in that other than baby oil. That's why they took all the bottles. And 9 times out of 10, if I would give it a wild guess, it was, and like some of the people told me, it was probably that GHB.
What's that?
I think it's gamma hydrox. I looked it up, bro. Let me see if I can find it. I know this is just showing everything like that, but oh no. Let me. Yo, somebody tap dance or sing or do something, you know what I'm saying, while I'm doing this. Oh, here it go right here. It's gamma hydroxy butyric.
As Diddy faced mounting legal battles and Burna Boy withdrew from the spotlight, questions swirled. Was Burna a victim or a player in a larger, more complex game? Fame proves far from freedom. It's a high-stakes arena where survival demands navigating shifting truths and where myths often outweigh reality. Through his lens, 50 Cent exposes the harsh cost of celebrity, showing that even stars like Burna Boy and Diddy face relentless pressure, sacrifices, and hidden consequences, proving that behind the glamour, every move can make or break a legacy.
I ain't seen we didn't have no weird shit like that going on around us. I wouldn't have known about no pills or no special oil in the baby oil and stuff like that, you know? People been talking about that lately. See how people lately been talking about in the interview, how there was some I think it was some horse, what they call it, some the stuff that they put horse and make them, some type of heart tranquilizer that's put in no baby oil bottles. Y'all think it was just baby oil, y'all? Are y'all that stupid? Do y'all know it was more shit in those bottles of oils? That was just a cover up. Y'all don't realize that there was other stuff in those bottles that made people either go to sleep or get freaky or get horny or something in those bottles that's getting tested. It's not illegal to have baby oil in your house. Why the hell would the police take baby oil? What's illegal about some baby oil? Are y'all that stupid? The shit that's mixed in that baby oil or in those baby oil bottles. That's how concerned, y'all. Come on, y'all. And these bodyguards keep talking about it. They better shut up. They better shut up. Y'all need to go in there and tell them, stop. But no, Jay Prince ain't had nothing. Jay Prince ain't had nothing to do with this shit. Jay Prince not a rat, y'all. I don't know. We talk about executives. Somebody asked me in the comment section what black executive it appears that don't do anything weird. The only person I could think of was Babyface. Maybe L.A. Reid. You haven't heard too much about him. And Babyface. You know, they might have, you know, some people will say they beat him out of some money and stuff like that. But I don't think Jay Prince a snitch. I'm not one to do all of that. What Suge and maybe even Wack 100 have said about Jay Prince. He seemed to be solid to me. He talk a little tougher than what, you know, he might be, but that we all do.
In this explosive documentary, 50 Cent uncovers the untold story behind the Diddy Burna Boy saga, revealing never-before-seen footage and candid insights that expose the hidden strategies, rivalries, and power plays driving the music industry. What began as a celebrated collaboration between two global icons gradually unravels into a web of secret agendas, behind-the-scenes deals, and subtle maneuvers that shape success and failure. 50 Cent shows how these forces fueled Burna Boy's rise while contributing to Diddy's setbacks, shining a light on the shadowy dynamics of fame and influence that most fans never witness.
Special K and cocaine. Now see, the cocaine keep you up all night, but unfortunately it gives you limp noodle because of what the blood flow is. So you want to fuck with a half-hard dick all night. So that's why you have the Viagra, to make sure that the dick involuntarily stays hard while you're numbing your fucking self with the coke. Now see, the ketamine, that's a horse tranquilizer. So that relaxes all your muscles. You could get fucked by 80 fucking ton gorillas. You wouldn't feel a thing. So now, your dick is gonna stay hard. You numbed up and you high. You got the ketamine in you so you don't feel shit. And then you add the ecstasy to put in the feeling that you've now blocked out. And now you got a party.
Freak off cocktail.
Yeah. So now, the Tootsie, they done skipped all the steps. They condensed it.
Wow.
So you got the cocaine in there, and then you got the ketamine in there, and they say that some of the dealers add the ecstasy in there. Now the Viagra, you still got to take that solo. But with the Tootsie, you got all of that. The gay cocktail.
No.
Off cocktail in the one thing. And the reason why it's pink is because they put the food coloring in it. They think, he think they got it from the Breaking Bad. You remember how they was making the meth, and they made it a special color. So they done that with the Tootsie.
Wow.
It's the food coloring.
You think that
As if you need more. When did high not get high enough? Like, I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, to the point where you have to fly it across. Like, I need that here tonight. Can you get that here? Like, no.
I need that here. You got 3 drugs, powerful drugs, and food coloring.
Shit. Okay.
You are numb. You are wired. You pop that Viagra. You a f***ing machine. You anything. You a brick wall, wouldn't even feel it.
I'm sure there's footage of that.
Like real rap. Like that right there is like, that's like, you know, cut me open right now, man. I ain't even gonna bleed. Like, it's wild. Like this Tootsie shit. Now I see how Young Miami can take all that pressure. She on the Tootsie. They be thinking these is over here like killing the game. They don't feel nothing, that's why they do it. Okay?
So who's next?
Y'all don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. Why is everyone having such a hard time? He ain't doing shit different. He lined up D-Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and took his love. Lined up R. Kelly. He wants to be the one.
Yeah, shout out D-Haven. He actually hit us up, wanted to tell this story.
You need to talk to D-Haven.
Yeah, we need to talk to him.
I told you that last year when I put you on the phone with him.
You did.
And then got ran into, and then I got thrown in a hospital by my insane husband, who's working for YouTube to make his mama proud.
So wait, Jag, I'm just curious because with Diddy,
you mean?
With Diddy settling within 24 hours, which has never been heard of, 30 million, or the lawsuit was 30, undisclosed amount. But
He knew for 30 days that shit was fitting to happen.
Within 24
hours. He could have paid that 30 million before.
Yeah, why? Let that hit the fan. Did he?
Because he's Diddy.
He called a bluff?
Because yeah.
He should have enough money to
He
check.
put the boots to that girl. She's supposed to be a good bitch. No matter who she with. All the time he putting the groom in her. Of course he thought it was still gonna work. He thinks he's God.
Alright.
He ain't doing shit. I raped the f out of that bitch, put the boots to her last time I seen her. Her and her trainer, boyfriend, husband. I don't get no.
So you hear about stories of Diddy like shooting people, blowing up cars.
Yeah.
Is he this gangster that behind the scenes that is that him or is that people
Shout
around?
out to Wendy Williams.
50 Cent's latest documentary goes beyond the surface drama between Burna Boy and Diddy, delivering an unflinching look at the music industry's hidden deals, power struggles, and the personal sacrifices behind the spotlight. Using candid interviews and never-before-seen footage, he exposes the real cost of fame, showing how success is shaped by strategy, influence, and secret agendas rather than talent alone. What seemed like a simple collaboration between two icons is revealed as a complex web of manipulation and calculated moves, lifting the veil on the darker realities of the industry and proving that in the high-stakes world of fame, nothing is ever as glamorous or straightforward as it seems.
They saw what he did to Cassie. With the kicking, the punching. They saw what they did to Cassie. They know that nobody in America liked that. So now, these people are represented by a brand. Whether it's something about the music, clothing, movies, They not gonna come out and speak on nothing that has anything to do with them, and they praying that they not on the tape doing crazy stuff, being oiled up in the whole 9 yards. They praying. So until the feds say, hey, yo, listen here. We got you on, hey buddy, we got you on this tape, and girl looked like she was pretty young. We're not gonna show it, but we need you to come and testify against Brother Love, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, you know, Sean Combs. That's when they're gonna start talking. And they're not gonna be talking in his favor. When the feds come to them and show them what they got on tape, because if he had 250 tapes all over, 250 cameras all over the house, somebody got caught stealing a cookie out the cookie jar. It could be your favorite pastor. It could be your favorite politician. But they didn't think they was being watched. And Brother Love was watching.
Yeah, I mean, TD Jakes, he hasn't even came out and said anything. And him and Diddy was real cool.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, man. And I know the people in the congregation over there is shaking in their boots because this man didn't lead them probably, allegedly, probably led them to damnation, because those people's hearts are going to be broken if that man is seen on those tapes doing anything. Because people always put their faith in the pastor instead of putting their faith in God. And what they need to do is understand that he's just a man. And he has a history. It's not looking too good for him.
So you feel like celebs are worried that they might be on tape?
Oh, they know. That's why they ain't speaking up or saying nothing. Yeah, I was at a Diddy party, but I know I ain't do nothing. When you don't know somebody's taping you, when you don't know that somebody is...
Beyond the drama and power struggles, the documentary also highlights the personal toll the industry takes on those involved. Long hours, high-pressure negotiations, and the constant need to maintain an image take a significant emotional and mental cost. 50 Cent sheds light on the sacrifices that often go unnoticed. The relationships strained, the moments lost, and the quiet battles fought behind closed doors. By showing both the victories and the hidden struggles, the film paints a fuller picture of what it really means to survive and thrive in an environment where every move is calculated and every success comes at a price.